I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
President Morano,
Here.
Director Adams is absent. Director Brown,
Yes. Here, please.
Director Clay,
Here.
Director Basket,
Here, please. Thank you, Allison. Moving on to item number 1, minutes of the regular meeting held August 8th, 2024.
We read the minutes, I believe they're accurate, and make a motion that they go to the.
We have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Moving on to item number 2, report on a closed session. What? Report on a closed session. You heard? As required by Government Code Section 54957.1A3B, the board reports that a settlement agreement with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the California Department of Fish and Wildlife was approved in closed session on July 11, 2024, by a vote of 5-0, with all directors voting in favor. The settlement agreement was accepted and signed by the agency parties after the adjournment of the closed session.
We've reached a settlement agreement. You want to go into the details of it?
Or
Where do we begin? If you'd like to.
I think, yeah, you know, should go into the details here.
Well, I'll hit the high points. There's basically 2 components to our settlement agreement with Fish and Wildlife, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and the State Department of Fish and Wildlife, and their alleged, their allegation that we took tiger salamander habitat. Do not have a graphic here. It's in the settlement agreement. It includes the area east of Blosser to Highway 135, north of Foster, up into the perimeter of the airport. Also includes the majority of the infield. The area, all these areas are currently under cultivation and ag leases. In our settlement agreement, we agreed to place 365 acres into a conservation easement that will consist of generally the area west of Blosser, 200 feet north of our southern boundary, and then out toward our western boundary, but south of the area that's currently in ag. So all of our existing ag cultivation ag leases will not be impacted and continue to happen. We agreed to a process where we're going to do a habitat restoration management plan. The process, we'll put a plan together to make certain improvements in this area for the purpose of supporting the habitat of California tiger salamanders for perpetuity. There's a whole laundry list of things that we'll be doing in the short term and the long term to protect this habitat area. The penalty, if you will, is that we've also agreed that over 3 years, we will pay U.S. Fish and Wildlife into a particular fund they have that's used to further the protection of California tiger salamanders. Total $5 million, $2 million up front, and then every year $1 million until we reach a total of $5 million. That's it in a nutshell.
Thank you. The settlement agreement is posted online, I believe.
It's in our agenda packet.
I believe it will also be open news if you guys would like to look into that.
I'd like to add that the process of developing the habitat management plan, I anticipate they will expect it to be a public process. or anyone that has an opinion about what we're proposing to do, will have an opportunity to comment. And, all will be revealed in that process, and be transparent in what it is we're working to accomplish.
Thank you, Martin.
We're working to accomplish to grow an airport. And we can't grow an airport with fish and game, stopping us at every turn. We can't turn a shovel without fish and game standing there. This is an agreement that's gonna put everybody in abeyance, and the areas that we have already tilled and used and have oop houses on. My understanding, Mr. Chung, you correct me if I'm wrong, is that, if that land has been disturbed, then it's gonna be easy now to be able to build on that property because it's not habitable for, those little critters out there. And so that means that every hoop house that we got out there, we have an opportunity now to build an airport on. And we can start building on that airport district out there, the business area out there. We should be able to start building right away.
Well, if I could add to that, Director, this will right the ship and allow us to continue to return to our relationship with the FAA and our AFP program, to lead to numerous projects that we're working on. We will still, this does not circumvent the normal process for completion of NEPA and SQL compliance. But with that said, this verifies that the habitat doesn't exist anymore. So we'll still need to go through what's called a Section 7 through the FAA, and they interact with Fish and Wildlife and verify what the situation is. Everyone knows what it is, but we still have to go through that process. We have to do a biological assessment, get a biological opinion, which is the normal process. And then that will lead to us being in a position to address the CEQA and NEPA issues. And then get into, we're also gonna have to get into a specific plan update. There's lots of work left to do, but this allows us to proceed with that work where we were going nowhere until this week.
And it is a confirmation that those areas are not habitat, and we've also mitigated those areas through this process. So as far as the salamander portion of it is concerned, for those areas outside the habitats being preserved, that's been.
And this jump starts the federal funding back again, so now we're back on that track again.
Get back in the saddle and start doing what we do as far as, we're at the end of the federal fiscal year, so we're probably out of time to catch a grant this federal fiscal year. But we're gonna start ramping it up and get back on the normal order of business where we start working on capital projects here that are federally funded.
Because that was being held up because the fish and
Oh, it was
wildlife being held up.
stopped.
They stopped it, and then it stopped for a while, so that was one motivating factor to get that rolling again.
Yes, sir.
It's huge.
Mr. President, can I suggest that Tom Woodrow has been working on this, as you know, with all your staff for a long time, and I think he might be in a good position to be able to lay out, again, what this means for the district and what this means and the work that's gone in by your board and what we've done to get this to this point. So if you'd.
Absolutely. Colin, would you like to come up and speak a little more?
President Romano, directors, staff, Tom Woodrow. Thank you all for just your patience and persistence in what has been a difficult and challenging negotiation with the federal government and the state government over something that's very significant. I want to echo what's been said here by General Manager Martin and by the attorneys here, that this is an extraordinary accomplishment. We've had the fortitude to stick with this, and I think the outcome is favorable on a number of levels. So number one, if we look at the agencies that we were working with, so that's State Fish and Wildlife and federal, We've done something special, you've done something special for conservation. This is exciting. You know, going forward, as Martin has said, this is just the beginning of a beautiful friendship between this airport, which I think had some friction over the years with these agencies. And you're gonna be able to conserve the California tiger salamander, which is an endangered species according to the 1973 Endangered Species Act. Our dispute with them was never adjudicated. So we have, definitely on the goodwill of the airport, we have come to this. And as far as the airport's concerned, the flip side of this, directors and President Moreno, the flip side of this is that it opens a path for your vision, which is for a bright, beautiful, highly used airport. You're going to have an opportunity in the future to look at the possibility of development, a commercial center, and specifically is because of this agreement. This agreement is really a special opportunity, like I said, for serve conservation and to serve aviation and to serve the local economy. So I stand here humbled as having been entrusted along with the team here to be part of this. And I've seen a lot of agreements during my time working for a congressman, a state assembly member, and a supervisor. This is one of the most equitable and satisfactory outcomes that I've seen in my entire career. And it took a while, but federal funding will return. I think Martin is a great steward to apply for those funds the next fiscal year. I believe you can make up, if we perceive that funds might have been lost during the imbroglio, I believe those can be gotten back with an improved relationship with FAA. And I know staff is gonna have their hands full because you are gonna manage a piece of land that hasn't been managed fully over the years. And that will be managed. There's gonna be some details to that. But the exciting thing is, I know you've all talked about opportunities to develop airport property where it needs to be developed. And I think it's wide open. Sky is the limit, literally. So thank you again, and hopefully that puts this in perspective.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Any further questions before moving on?
Oh, sorry, any questions or concerns? Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Tom. All right. Moving on to item number 3, committee reports.
President, your executive committee met on the 15th for agenda setting.
Moving on to item number 4, general managers reports.
Just a couple highlights, on the 9th, Friday the 9th, I was able to participate in the California Airport Council meeting in Santa Barbara. Had the director of the senior airport person from the FAA and DC was there. She gave a wonderful briefing. Got to sit down next to our AADL manager and have a lovely conversation about tiger salamanders and other things. So it was very productive. On the 21st, yesterday, we had a meeting with our friends from the Plains of Fame talking about the Airfest. And things are progressing nicely. So also had another meeting with SoCal Gas, and that project is advancing as well. We should be bringing something to you hopefully in the next few weeks to actually approve for its easements and allowing them to do the work. But overall, everything I think is the right thing to do. And it's progressing nicely, and they're shooting for a start date of October 1st. That's all I have.
Any questions for me? Moving on to item number 5, manager of finance and administration report.
Okay, Mr. President, I provided the demand register for your review and approval.
We've read through it, and I think it's appropriate to make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
I want to point out that we have a budget to actual and financial statements for 6/30, and you've seen this, you've seen a report before, but this is including all of the late billings that we've received, which changes the numbers. I also wanted to talk to you about the budget deviation that we have on the agenda today. I am trying to get you everything. I hope this is the last one. I can't guarantee that. If we get bills in after today, I will have to include them and may change some things, but, the, electricity in the terminal was a little bit higher than we expected. The district water, we were, provided an increased amount by the city. They increased our landscaping and we included that in the budget, but we didn't include increased usage. So that's why that it has increased. Weed and wildlife, maintenance, I gave you a budget deviation for that last time, but there were additional purchases. So this is in addition to the last budget deviation. Signs in the AOA, we had to replace a taxiway sign panel for the FAA. Number 5 is consulting legal, and we had we've have to defend against lawsuits that are filed, whether they're valid or not. And then we have additional legal consulting required for one of the legal ongoing legal issues that caused us to be over. When we did the budget for the insurance, normally we have an invoice at the time and we get the exact amount of the insurance for the year, but this last year we only got a estimate and the insurance was higher when we received the invoice, so there's a budget deviation there. Number 7 is the fire department charged additional fees for prop fuel, portable restrooms, and overtime included in their training. Their training was under budget, but those items costed to be over budget. The mobile home park supplies the budget estimate for the utilities, and it was under, so we were able to reduce that budget item. The operations supervisor position was vacant for most of the year, so we were able to reduce that as well. And then the district budgeted for reupholstering chairs in the terminal, which we didn't find to be necessary, so we also reduced that. So in the future, you may see more of these budget deviations for 6/30/24, but in addition to increasing some budget items, we may be able to reduce some more.
Any questions before moving on?
I've also went through the deviation report and recommend to agree to.
We have a motion, do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor? Aye. Moving on to item number 6, public session. Statements from the floor will be heard during public session. Request to speak forms are provided for those wishing to address the board. After completing the form, please give it to the clerk. Requests requiring board action will be referred to staff and brought on the next appropriate agenda. Members of the public are cordially invited to speak on agenda items as they occur. Staff reports covering agenda items are available for review in the offices of the general manager on the Tuesday prior to each meeting. The board will establish a time limit for received testimony, in this case 3 minutes. The board reserves the right to establish further time limits for received testimony. With that being said, we have Brian Adams. Let's go, Brian.
I'm here again on this, military jet noise we're trying here. I'd like to know what the decibel limit is allowed at this airport, because, my dog goes crazy, all my neighbors' dogs are going crazy, my whole neighborhood's getting blasted out daily. We had, this here bamboo eagle thing said it was gonna end on August 9th, but it still went up to today, they were still landing it. They had 44 landings total this month, and 24 of them were done after this deal was supposed to be over. I called this Nellis Air Force Base, and they hung the phone up on me when I went to file a complaint, and then they blocked my phone number. So I'm not very happy about this deal. And I want to know who's accountable for that damage to the runway when those guys are taking on. I paved that runway twice in the 30 years I worked in construction, and that's very expensive asphalt out there. So I watch those guys take off, and they go like 75% up, and that they're burning the tarmac every time they take off. So I damn sure ain't wanting to pay taxes on that. They need to be held accountable. So I want to make sure you guys are aware of this and take some action on it. Also, You know, this is a public airport, it's not a military airport. You know, we're not at war, and I don't want to live in a house that's losing value because it sounds like there's a friggin' war zone around here. You know what I'm saying? There's a $2 million Air Force base out there at Sandburg, they put that, I worked on that job too, 20 years ago, to land the shuttle. They need to be landing those planes out there, not here. That runway should be cleared. And first, you guys need to put something in place to hold those people accountable, because I don't want to see it come up on my tax bill. The salamander thing, I don't know if those jets are affecting them as well, you know what I mean? Could work into your guys' advantage to get them people out of here, okay? I think that's all I gotta say, unless you guys got any questions. I just wanna say that noise the jets are making, it's animal abuse, and that's against the law, okay? So I hope you guys make a good decision here.
Thank you, Brian. Any further public session? Moving on to item number 7, presentation by Great Business Marketing regarding social media marketing for the Santa Maria Public Airport.
Hello, everyone. Where should I hook up my computer? You want me to do the same kind of presentation we did last time?
Awesome. Can we get
Good place to look at it.
I've never used this before. I'm not sure. Do you have a thumb drive?
I have a HDMI. It's on the internet.
Yeah, you could probably plug
stream
it
it?
into that.
Can you send, which email are we using for that?
It's on the, I can send the link.
Yeah.
That'll work.
That's what I was thinking. We can send a link.
I'd grab one of these chairs.
Maybe just plug it into the computer, this TV over there and do that. That'd probably be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because I've never used,
Okay, let's do that.
yeah, normally people just bring USB drive, but if you plug it into the USB, it should work. And there's, where the TV remote is there, if you turn it on, it's already on the computer. Just turn the one that says TV.
Computer. USB.
So I have HDMI. Can I stream it? Like video cast to it? Try to work.
Might be good.
Let's see if I can make it.
And leave this item. Is this next to get this set up?
Is this TV set up on the internet?
Let's go ahead.
It has a computer there. It's the, you see the PC below the DVD? There it goes. And then
Can I
there's a keyboard for the computer right
Do you have access to this?
Yeah, we'll see
I
what you
can,
do.
I can send you a link. I can just send you a link and it's on the time. What email that?
I don't know. We're gonna open up right now and see what. So this is figured out. Allison. I got it.
The TV's not. So that's not what you're not, you can't.
So let's go ahead and just grab whatever emails connect to this. Someone log into the email, we'll get the link. And get it done. While that's being figured out, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 8. Authorization for the president and secretary to execute the Fifth Amendment and land lease between the district and Guadalupe.
President, as you know, the Gresser Inc. is our leaseholder, Bragg lease, the west side of the airport, the infield. And renegotiated their lease to increase their rent to $2,200 per acre. It's currently $14. We cleaned up some issues with subtenant language. To no longer require them, they were supposed to pay us half of this, it was a little complicated, so we simply trued it up to $2,200, which I believe puts us at what we should be receiving if you did the sublease component. It just makes life a lot easier for all of us to go right to $2,200. And we extended the term, the agreement, if you approve it, would extend the term to August 31st of 2030.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
I do want to say, along with this component here in the negotiation, there is going to be an addendum that is put in regarding the other large lease that they have when it comes due, which is what, 26? When it comes due, that's going to go to the same rate as the other one too, automatically. And it will be that the term will be to the end of this 5-year term. So, and that'll be just an addendum to the existing lease, but that was part of the negotiation. And I want to get that into the minutes so that everybody knows.
Any further questions before we go? Moving on to item number 9, authorization for the general manager to accept a quote from the JF Wool Company for emergency repair work on Taxiway Charlie, and for the president and secretary to execute the contract between the district and the JF Wool Company for the repairs.
I'd like you to continue that, please. I've got some questions. We're moving a little too fast, and I think we have an opportunity. We don't have to press this. It's a section of Charlie that can stay closed. Just in way of background, I think it's spelled for just to look there. It's a section of taxiway that is a remnant, a concrete remnant, if you will, from when it was an Army airfield. And that section right over the area is asphalt. So I believe it was repaired before. And the cause of what it caused to fail wasn't fixed. There's have to take another week, sit down with the engineer, and make sure we're doing the right thing, and make sure we have good quotes.
Sure, we'll go over this again on June 7th. So with that being said, looks like we have the presentation up, so we'll go back to Great Business Marketing. Sorry about that, guys. And whenever you're ready. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. Can you make it more full screen on?
I'll press F11.
Yeah.
Well, for starters, my name is Brian Garcia. I'm one of the owners of Great Business Marketing. This is my business partner,
Tom
Jonathan.
Jonathan, right? It's nice to meet you all.
And thank you for taking this meeting with us. I know we've met before, but not in front of all you guys, so we're gonna presentate this stuff for you guys. Go ahead and move forward. So for starters, we're gonna take a look at the Instagram and Facebook currently for the airport. Now, right now, your last post on Instagram was April 23rd, 2024, which in the social media world isn't good. And then on your Facebook, your last post was February 23rd of 2023. So right now you guys aren't active on social media, at least Facebook and Instagram.
Definitely need more consistency with that for sure.
And then your Twitter, you haven't posted since, or now X it's called, you haven't posted since January of 2021, which isn't good either. And your YouTube, you guys are currently, you have a page where you're only posting the board member meetings, which I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna attract a lot of eyes. So your TikTok as well, I couldn't find your TikTok account, but if you guys have one, please let us know, but currently couldn't find it, so. That is your your YouTube, and your TikTok. Now, the whole goal of this social media proposal is to be focusing on propelling ambitions and connecting the skies to elevate Santa Maria's airport's presence with genuine social media magic.
So a little bit about us, we're Great Business Marketing, we've been in Santa Maria we've been running the business since 2018, so we have a lot of experience with social media marketing. We work with a lot of different niches, plumbing, restaurants, HVAC, orthos, basically anybody that does social media, we can help them leverage it to drive more awareness and more eyes and more leads, customers. We also have a full team of 10 at your disposal, so it's not just us. We will be working with you guys. We also have a team to do everything as well, to really give you the best amount of care we can.
And this team, we're specializing in everything from social media management, content creation, graphic design, social media ads across Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Google, video and photo production on top of edits, building customer databases for our clients as well, on top of SMS, email marketing, and ROI tracking to make sure we're tracking the best results for you guys, giving you guys the best bang for your buck. And some of the objectives with our marketing campaigns would be 1, brand growth, 2, target ads and seasonal marketing, 3, marketing businesses within the airport as well, and then 4, influencer collaboration, so capitalizing on local influencers that already have eyes drawn to them, and then number 5, media relations as well. And some of the initial campaign ideas right here, 1 would be content ideas, so branded videos, storytelling, telling more about the airport and its actual story here. Maybe some walkthrough videos of the airport, informative videos on different things that we want the public to know about. Also some funny content to keep it appealing and keep it eye-pleasing for the customers or the clients. And then customer testimonials of the airport, influencer collaborations as well.
And then we have also ideas for targeted ads as well, so we're thinking about doing some giveaways for you guys to really help drive in a large database for you guys, because you guys are having the Airfest coming up pretty soon. And it would be great to have some kind of text and email database that you could leverage to send out information so you can drive more traffic in every year. And every year that we expand upon that, more people are in the database we can have conversations with. Also to do ads to drive more flights to and from Vegas and stuff like that with Allegiant. Ads to drive more business into the airport, so the stuff in here, and then the local businesses like the airlines and stuff. And then branding ideas. We want to promote different ways on just like expanding the brand for the airport, because right now you guys don't really have any presence, so different ways we could do is like maybe pilot tales. We'll get different pilots to come in and give us different little stories that they've been through. Travel tales, maybe customers will come in and tell us like the horrific different stories they've had, and we'll get them on video and post them. People like to watch that kind of stuff.
This is some different content ideas we can do, which is very simple, goes viral, and it's kind of funny. Draws eyes to the airport, which is what we want, to draw eyes to this area, so we can go ahead and get more flights and stuff, but different content ideas that go viral and keep it funny and fresh.
Yeah, that has 1 million views. Thank you.
The F-16 Fighting Falcon is a
Maybe different content
multiple
ideas,
developed
different
by
aircraft you
General
guys have coming in and out,
Marketing
especially during the
for the United States Air
area
Force.
going on as well.
It is known for its
Yeah,
agility,
like it's also
speed,
unrelated
versatility,
so like we
and
could
has
also
been widely
do some kind
viewed
of
by
like
many
every week we post something like this where we kind of document different aircraft that are here, so people get a more understanding of what's happening here and just different aircraft.
Yeah, it's different content ideas for the most part. And then the number 1 solution for the brand growth would be content creation, so posting reels, videos, pictures, and graphics across all the accounts on social media, which you guys are currently doing right now. And also getting new content every 1 to 2 months, or if you guys have different events that pop up, we can come in and as long as we have a little bit of notice, we can come in and get content and capitalize on those events. And then just basic content creation for the business within the airports as well. Awareness ads, so we can tell your guys a story, and then also collect data on everyone that's engaging with these ads and engaging with your brand, so we know more about them and can easily target them back to your business. or to the airport. And also, like I said, building that audience, promoting businesses within the airport and event promo updates with our ads. And like I said before, influencer content. So working with influencers helps a lot because you're capitalizing on their audience that they already have. So working with them to grow the brand, collaborative ads with them and collaborative giveaways as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of influencers in the LA area, that are pilots and stuff like that, and we could collaborate with them to help promote the business. At the airport as well, and just drive a lot more followers and engagement and just visibility overall, which in turn drives more business to the airport.
There's some different content examples. I know you guys aren't a restaurant company, but we do, you know, you guys do have a restaurant here, so we can create cool, nice graphics, nice pictures of the food here, so people know they have layovers, they can enjoy some delicious food here as well. Some more content examples of different graphics of some of the clients we've worked with or currently working with. So yeah, just different high quality videos that we can mix up for your brand across all social media platforms. And we have access to high quality production in the studio as well, so if you guys need high quality stuff like this, we can easily schedule some stuff out for you guys to get high quality production done like this as well. So just more content examples here. So we like to do a bit of everything. We try to handle all aspects of social media so that you guys don't have to, and you can trust in us to bring you the best content that we can.
We also like to do fun stuff like this. It's one of our clients, BT Plumbing. You've probably seen them over there. He looks like she's-
Yeah, just different funny stuff.
So
Yeah, different, more content examples, popular events. I believe that Maya is the chairman, the chamber as well. So we work with Maya. But yeah, different content examples, more food stuff. You can scroll through this, John. I believe I recognize somebody in here. You're in this picture here. You took a picture for us at the Maya, so thank you for that. But yeah, different content examples. We like to capitalize on the people that make the businesses great and the people that are actually in it, so. Yeah, cool content examples. I know you guys have the restaurant has a bar. Most people like to drink in between flights, so we can easily display that as well. But yeah, just access to high quality content.
We also have access to a studio in Vandenberg Village, where that studio you just saw right there. So if you guys need to do headshots or anything like that, or we want to have a nice setting where we can do interviews, that's a good place for us to do it. It's not too far. All right, so solution 2 of our program is targeted ads and seasonal marketing. I did have some stuff I wanted to show, but since we're just having it on here, I can't really pull out, so I'll just kind of do the best to verbally say. But so one of the things we wanted to focus on was all your airport promotions. So any of the events that you guys have, like the Airfest coming up, we could heavily market that up to that point to drive as much people at the Airfest as possible. And any other promotions you guys need to do throughout the year, we can manage. We also want to do seasonal flight. We want to promote seasonal flights for like the summer to Santa Maria, and then in the winter to Vegas, which is from Allegiant. The giveaway ads. So one of the giveaway ads we could do is maybe like a free tickets to the Airfest or free tickets, and then all you have to do is just sign up to the email club so we can get data that way. Or we could do, one of the giveaways we came up with was 2 free flights to Vegas. People would love that, and they would easily give us their email phone number to subscribe to that. US custom ads, so I know you guys have US customs here, so just promoting general awareness of the US customs here, that could be beneficial to the airport as well. That could drive in large business owners to fly coming into Santa Maria rather than maybe coming to LAX. So that could definitely drive in more traffic as well. And then we also are able, in the Facebook and Google Ads Manager, we're able to target pretty good. We're able to target keywords like frequent travelers, people in agriculture. So like, for example, the US Customs, a lot of business owners flying from Mexico to this area. And rather than having to go through LAX, get a rental car, they could just fly from LAX to here, just go through customs that way. We're also able to target different income and different income percentages, which allows us to our ads to different people in different income gaps. So there's a lot of different ways for us to do targeting and show the ads that we create for you to the right audiences. We also want to do ads that promote businesses in the airport as well. So I know you guys have the Avis and stuff inside the airport, but you also have the hangars around here with those businesses. That will be included with our marketing. We could throw that in there just to create awareness of what businesses are here. And to show that, hey, you guys can also rent some spots here as well to drive in more revenue. To tie all that in, we're also gonna be driving people into the database, so like the Google, the giveaways is one way to do it. And just general ads that we run throughout the year, just to drive, because if you have a database, then you have more power and you're able to have conversations with the community. There's 200,000 plus people here, so if you can get a lot of those people in a database, then you're able to have conversations with them. And if anything, you know, anything that you wanna send out as promotion or events or news, you're able to simply send out a text. And to tie all that in, we have ROI tracking. So some of the ads we run, we're able to track real ROI. Like say for example, we connected our ads to like Allegiant Air's website, and we can actually track sales from flight purchases. We can also track how many people are in the database, how many people are actually responding to those texts or seeing them. And we typically see around 96% open rates on text. So mostly everyone sees that. And there's other ways to track. So kind of hop in. So how do we track? So Facebook ads give us a lot of data. It gives us data on who sees it, how many people see it, how much it costs for them to see it. And then Google ads, it's the same way, but we can target more fine-tuned with keywords. So people go on Google to look for something in particular. They have an objective. They go on there because they want to find something. So I can target those ads and keywords depending on what campaigns we run to show our ads right at the top to those people. And then on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, it's more building awareness. People aren't on there to purchase or make decisions, but we do create ads to kind of influence them to make those decisions down the road. So if we run ads on both platforms like that, Facebook and IG, and then Google or YouTube, same company, we can hit them on both sectors. So we kind of influence them on the socials, and then when they're ready to make a decision, they can go on Google and they'll find your ad too. So we're kind of everywhere. And then we're in the text messages or emails. So we're kind of just creating this community of customers and just community around us to kind of always stay in front of people. If you have bad things or anything like happening here, we can help mitigate that as well, sending out messages to just inform the community. So the number 3 is marketing for the business in the airport. So some of the things we can do is content creation. So we'll mainly do the content creation for the airport, but if you want us to go around to the other businesses, we can throw in extra videos just to promote on the page. Just to show that, hey, it's not just an airport. We also have all these thriving local businesses as well. And that really goes a long way when you're showing that to the community. Because a lot of people don't know that. I didn't know that until I did this research. And targeted ads, so we can do targeted ads to drive people to become new tenants here. Just to let them know, like, hey, we also have these places available, and that'll help drive in more business as well. SMS email marketing, so all the local businesses in here, we can also utilize that database to let them know, hey, we have an opening in this particular spot, or hey, Pepper Garcia's is doing something this weekend, so it'll drive in more business and revenue for the airport overall. And then brand awareness, so like I said, the videos and content that we create just overall expands the brand for the local businesses in here, and so doing so does that for the airport too. And then number 4, so influencer marketing. So like I said, to kind of expand upon that, like there's a lot of different influencers in this area and in LA where we can, collaborate with them and help make videos with them and content so they can post on their page, because they have a lot of followers. A lot of them do, like millions sometimes. And then post on our page as well, which drives more traffic to your social pages. So it gives you guys more brand awareness. And then media relations. So sometimes things aren't going well at the airport, and I know media relations can be a good factor for you guys to have, and that's something that we can help mitigate. Maybe, get in front of bad publicity, or let good stuff out, and we have connections with Santa Maria Times, Maya Mexican Restaurant is one of our clients, so we can, definitely. We have some relationships with media, so we can try to help mitigate some bad stuff and promote the good stuff.
So what does our process look like? So first, core strategy development, audience research, content creation, campaign setup, monitoring and optimization, reporting, and client communication.
So we have 3 packages, we actually have 4, but we have 3 main ones, and then a customized one if you guys choose that, but the recreational package is just the bare bones one, it's just Facebook and Instagram, 3 weekly posts, we'll get content every 2 weeks or 2 months, and then we do basic video production, so just small short videos, not super time consuming in editing, and that's about it. And then we also do targeted ads for the summer and winter focus, local brand awareness. And then any other content you guys need for your general promotions. For that, for the yearly investment, that will be 65,000. And then for our secondary package is the private package. It's a 1-year agreement as well. It includes quarterly reporting, you get mid-level content creation, and you also get Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for accounts. So we'll post on all 3 of those. We'll get five posts per week. We'll gather content every 2 months, and you get mid-level video production. So that it just includes videos up to 1 minute and just longer production value. So we'll add in maybe props or anything else that we need. We'll be able to travel more to other places. Just more time on our part and more effort into the video. Customer database system, so SMS and email marketing, we'll throw that in there as well. And then comprehensive targeted ads, you get summer and winter ads, so we can promote for Legion or any other businesses in the airport. National brand awareness, so we'll be running ads not just locally, but around the United States, so we can just drive awareness everywhere. And then we'll also be working with the giveaway ads as well, throw that in there. We like to do giveaway ads every 3 or 4 months, just to kind of spark, everybody likes giveaways, so if you run ads like that in the community and people see us from the airport, they're definitely gonna trust you guys, because it's the airport, and they're more likely to actually engage with it. And people are like, hey, did you guys see that post in the airport? You guys can win 2 free tickets, pretty sweet. So, and then we'll add limited influencer collaboration, so we'll try to work with one every 2 months, just to do content shoots and just get promotions with them. That total yearly investment is 96,000, and that's for the private package. And then the commercial package just has everything we include that we showed you. For the 1-year agreement that includes the quarterly reporting, you get maximum content creation across all platforms, which is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Google. That'll get 5 weekly posts. We'll gather content every month or anytime needed. So like, say we just got content last week, and you're like, hey, can you come in and get content? Just give us like 72 hours notice and we can try to make it happen. Well, week's notice preferably. Up to 2-minute videos. So basically any videos you guys need, any production value we can do. There's no hold bar basically on that. That includes, we'll also, with this package, we also have another video guy. I think he's helping
with some of the sound.
Yeah, and so we go to him for like the more top video stuff we need to do, but we'll have an extra team member in there that's super high quality video. Customer database systems like before, and you get extensive targeted ads. So basically, any campaigns you guys need, we will run consecutively across any other campaigns as well. So we'll focus on the summer winter ad, the national brand awareness, which we're trying to grow brand awareness, not just locally, but everywhere, which will drive traffic to this area in the Central Coast. Giveaway ads, US custom ads will be in there as well. So we'll create like a set of brand videos that kind of tell the stories of the US customs, why people come here. Maybe we'll get like a business owner on tape, like on video, like giving us like a testimonial of how much more convenient it is for him to be flying through here rather than driving up from LA, with all that traffic sucks. We also do any other campaigns needed. So like, for example, you guys have the Airfest coming up, we'll be hitting that very hard, up until the day of, and then try to gather data from customers and just running super intense brand awareness videos to drive people in. You guys already have good content from all the years prior, so we could definitely whip up something pretty quickly, just from content you guys already have, if you guys decide to move forward with this soon. We'll also do robust influencer collabs, so we'll do one a month with different, influencers, so we'll try to get, depending on availability, but it'll be our mission to get at least one a month. So like one influencer collaboration video per month with different influencers, or maybe the same one. And then media relations, so we can throw that in there too, so we can try to promote some good stuff that you guys are doing and then try to mitigate bad stuff, so, or kind of get in front of it for the press, so people, cause right now there's kind of a salty image with the airport, just from what I've seen and people have been telling us. So, you know, we wanna kind of try to help change that. And then for the promotional marketing for businesses within the airport, like I said, we'll throw all the businesses in the airport as well, so we can help promote them too. And with this package, our team will also travel out of state and out of country. We both have our, visas or
Passport.
yeah, passports. So if you guys have like events that you guys are doing out of country or out of state, we can also travel and get content as well, which will be great content. So we'll also go to travel with you guys and help do that. And then that total yearly investment is $125,000.
And all these agreements, these packages that we have, the ad budget is included, we like to have at least minimum of $2K per month being spent on the ads.
Yeah.
So just.
So we'll spend a minimum of $2,000 a month, and then like for example, if we were working together like a couple months ago, we would probably be ramping up the ad budget to like $5,000 or $6,000 a month, just driving way more visibility for the air show. Or any other events that you guys have coming up, will like increase the ad budget accordingly, so we're kind of, you know, moving it around depending on what we're trying to promote. And if you guys want to do custom packaging, we have that available as well, so if you guys want to choose between all of that and just let us know what you guys want to do, then we can give you a price depending on what you guys have chosen. So if you guys want to choose just nitpick here and there, just let us know exactly what you want, we can do that as well. We'll just give you a price depending on what you guys have come up with.
So how long it takes to usually onboard, once we get the agreement signed and access to all the social media accounts, usually takes about a day to do all that. If you guys are communicating with us, then we devise a tailored and creative strategy, usually takes about a week. And then once we create something and have a nice strategy, we go over it, meet with you guys, get it approved. And that's when we can start creating content and getting all these shoots scheduled out. And start editing all the content, building the campaigns. That usually takes about 2 weeks, depending on the length of content and what promotional events we have to promote. And then launching the campaigns and posting the scheduled content usually takes about a day or 2, 3 days. And then also monitoring and optimizing it weekly to make sure we're constantly giving you the best results that we can. So
yeah, like I said before, like we're local. I live in Santa Maria in AG. And we're a small business, so I still do the ad account, so I will be the one optimizing and monitoring the ad account. I just love doing it, it's fun for me. And then he likes to do the social media, so he'll be the one kind of coordinating our team and your team. Just getting like that really crisp content that.
you'll also have access to one of our full-time social media managers or graphic designers, so in case you guys need direct contact with them or need something promoted right away, you have direct access to them to, basically, they work for you and do what you guys want.
Yeah, you basically have about 4 or 5 people on the account, so you have a graphic designer, the social media manager, you have me as the ad manager, and then just the video production, which is he kind of manages, so that's, you have a whole team of professionals helping you guys get some really good stuff. Yeah, so it's expectations from you guys, so if we do work together, we just expect some clear communication on your goals, before we start creating campaigns, because one thing we kind of gets in the way is we create something and you guys are like, oh, we want to change it while we're almost done. Clear communication in our Slack channel, so if, for any of those who don't know, it's a channel where our team and your team can communicate, rather than, you know, Ignacio sending me a text and then me having to relay it to everyone else. It's just everyone's on the same board. And then available access to the airport per need, so we get content. We'll communicate with that you accordingly though, so we won't just be showing up. Enough notice from your staff for preparation on graphics or campaigns. We typically need like 3 days in advance for graphics, but if it's like larger campaigns, I'll give you like a rough estimate, usually about a week. And then if we have to get content, we'll schedule that. But yeah, that's basically it. Just, you know, common etiquette, just give us enough time to get the work done.
And why you should choose us besides everything that we just covered? We are locally owned and operated, and we have been in this business for 6+ years, servicing a whole bunch of different people, different local businesses, so we do have a lot of contacts and relationships already established. And we're constantly staying ahead of the game with what's always changing, because social media, the algorithm always changes. It's always adapting, so we like to stay ahead of the game and keep our ears close to the algorithm and feed it what it actually likes. Right now, it's a bunch of shareable content, funny viral stuff, so we're gonna make sure we capitalize on that for you guys when we work together. Yeah. Yeah, this is how hard we be hitting your campaigns. And believe it or not, we stuck into the future and got some live footage of you guys reacting to these campaigns. Well, yeah, that basically wraps up the meeting. So thank you guys for meeting with us.
Yeah, thank you.
And taking this time.
Thank you. So I'm gonna open it up to questions. If anyone has questions.
Among the various AI platforms out there that seem to get more and more useful, are you integrated with any particular one, and what would be the advantage or output of your particular choice of a platform if you're using one?
We do utilize AI, so some of the AI that we utilize is for content ideas, like we'll type in, like, you can type in something like, give me like 10 ideas for the airport. And it'll give you like some general ideas, and then you kind of like pull that and just kind of nitpick it and create something out of that. So that's, sometimes we utilize that. We do have it on some of our automations as well, so it helps make everything more streamlined and efficient for our automation. But other than that, we don't typically use it. It's more, we like to be as creative as possible, like from our own standpoint.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. With that, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break and we'll go into closed session. We exit closed session with no reportable actions. Moving on to item number 11, director's comments. Go ahead and start with Dave.
I still think we made a terrible mistake. This 50% raise of hangar rents for citizens of this airport. And have we gotten more? I've asked the question before, haven't got a hard answer. How many more empty hangars or fewer empty hangars do we have? And then crime, we had various crime here, crime reports. And has anything happened, any crime reported since the last meeting? None? Okay, good. I also remain highly concerned about the danger of drones impacting our operations here. And our drone defense, I believe, to be developed, so that we're more robust. And we don't have flaming records and dead bodies on our high runways due to the impact of the drone. So that's my comments.
So I went door to door asking for your vote, and I got the vote, and they said we want airlines here. And when I got here, I realized it wasn't about the airlines, it was about the lawsuits that were on top of us. And happy to report, and now can speak about it, that Fish and Wildlife is now on the sidelines, and that is one gun. There's 2 guns pointing out our head. That's one gun that's just been placed in our pocket, which gives us the ability now to grow and to advance this airport. The other gun that's pointing at our head right now is the Simcoe, which was in the newspaper. And that's just, the whole thing's shameful. It's been 42 years that we've had this issue with the water board. 42 years, and they couldn't figure it out. So it's going to land on us, and it's going to be our job to move forward with this whole argument and win the day. Because that whole issue is not our fault. And we never had that property but for a mere minutes. So I feel comfortable that when we move forward, that the judge is going to see it our way. And one gun put down in the holster. Tom Woodrow, good job for making that happen with Fish and Wildlife and the team that you had over here that was going forward. I'm excited for the future now and how we're going to build moving forward. So that's where we're at, and I see good things getting ready to happen.
The only thing I want to talk about is, we've lost one of our own, for anybody that's been around the airport for a long time. Bob Stahl passed away on August 13th, and I ask that our thoughts and prayers are with his family. I mean, he's pretty integral in the airport. People are shaking their head. Everybody that knows him knows that was a great guy, so. That's all I have to say.
Hey, Steve. When I first came on board years ago, one of my first meetings was a Fish and Wildlife team. And it was just a yelling match. The most recent one that I've had, was pleasant. So I just really want to commend staff, legal, council for bringing down the climate. That gave us an opportunity to, come to this conclusion. This is in no means the end, it's definitely the beginning. But the fact that we were able to turn the ship around in a year and a half, 2 years, is amazing. So I commend you guys. So thank you so much. And that,
I'll second that.
I have a motion
We got a motion.
to, adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.